The following program, though incredibly nerdy, is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised, and you probably shouldn't watch if you're an overly sensitive pussy.
Come here often? Do you come here often? I can't believe it! How are they gonna do us like this? Locked in? No, motherfucker, I was tucked in! I was ready for a nap! And that's real! That's serious! I'm for serious! I was legit I was ready. But, alas, Sony decided to drop the trailer in the ideal time for people in Amsterdam. Look, no offense to people in Amsterdam, but fuck you, bro. Like, what? 2:30 in the afternoon? This is in America. Let me just explain to you, Amsterdam folks. In America, this is when we've all given up on our day. We've accepted what the day is, and we're just coasting. That's it. We're coasting. So, like, this is not the ideal time for us here in America. Anyway, it's 9 p.m. in South Africa. Okay, right on. Did you know your voice is high-pitched? Yes, I know. Don't change the voice. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Was it really high-pitched? Was I really animated? Yeah, I forgot to turn on the deep voice filter. Is there something actually wrong with the voice, or are you guys just messing with me? Is it... What the fuck? Is it actually crazy? Is it actually messed up? No way, really? I think I should leave it on. That's amazing! Dude, that's actually kind of amazing. Alright, hang on.
Okay. It's always something. I'm gonna have to listen back because that sounds amazing.
Is it still like that? Is it still chipmunks? Are we chipmunks? I know it was the wrong mic. I know the mic was muted. Are we chipmunks? That's amazing. Okay, so for the I have to hear this back now. I have to hear this back now because it appears, and I don't fully understand because you know you guys are going crazy in chat, but it appears that I came in hot complaining about the trailer and people in Belgium. And apparently there was something wrong with the mic where it was like super high pitch. Is that true? That's amazing. That's actually kind of perfect. No, brother, I know. You don't have to spam it in a million times. I'm sorry, we're going to have to ban you. My God. My name is Doom. React to the chipmunk thing before the trailer. I'm not going to do that, but I got to let my dog in. Hang on. Dog's complaining. Come on now. It's a professional show. It's a professional stream around here. It's a goddamn family show, and it's professional. And we certainly don't make fun of any alcoholics. Now, listen to me. Shut your mouth when you're... Listen. The trailer came out. I was about to take a nap. Okay. Let's do it. Let's nerd venge, man. Just want it to be known, not the ideal time. I think I've made that clear, whether in chipmunk voice or not. All right, Spider-Man, brand new day trailer. All right. Okay, 22 minutes ago, per ideal time. 22 minutes ago at 3 in the afternoon. Ideal. Now, is this the one that people were saying? This is the one with Scorpion, yeah? Because remember, there were two. Actually, more than two. There were multiple versions that leaked out. Apparently, we got the Scorpions one, huh? Is that what we got going on here, chat? Hang on. Will that work? Should I adjust? I actually thought you guys were just like straight up making fun of my voice when I saw it in chat, and I was like, wait, no, there's got to be something wrong. That is hilarious. What a day. The universe, man. God has a sense of humor. For sure. For sure. All right. We all trust in the monk. Let's go, baby. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just do it from now on. Why no Sadie Sink in the trailer? Well, I haven't seen the trailer, so thanks for spoiling it for me, Rahul. And also, it's probably your fault that she's not in the trailer because you wouldn't shut up about her actually being Jean Grey, and Marvel's like really trying to keep that a secret. So they just cut her out completely from the trailer. Your fault, Rahul. All right. Watch it. What the fuck? I will, Jalen. I'm having a fucking day, brother. I will. Right now. Okay. No, it's okay. I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. All right. Ready? After much complaining from chat, which I definitely did not partake in, we finally have the Spider-Man's brand new day trailer 2. Here we go. I'm so excited.
What is happening to me? Did you miss me, Spidey?
Ooh.
I'm losing my mind.
Whoa.
I am totally out of control.
Oh.
I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
Oh, this is cool.
Semester MIT.
Dad, who do you think is actually watching these?
Maybe someone.
Okay, well, bye, someone.
This is slightly different than the other John, but still similar. Ooh. Yeah.
Dr. Banner,
Oh,
you
God,
found a way
little
to
goo
suppress
coming out.
mutating DNA, right?
If you see me with this stuff, run.
So could you get rid of the bad aspects but keep the good?
Oh, this is good.
How would you decide what parts of nature are good or bad?
Sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
Yo, music's
We're
good.
faced with a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
Oh, wait, who is that?
You're the only one who's immune to
Shockwave.
it.
Whoa.
You're the only one who can sense it.
This is cool, dude.
And what do you think they're looking for?
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
No?
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
Yo, Spider-Man, you okay? Did you get rid of that monster inside you?
I think I might go see how MJ's doing.
You're not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
I didn't know you could get that big.
Hell yeah. He's back.
Sorry, but you're in danger. You just have to trust me.
Fine. This whole thing can get really scary.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell are you?
Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
That's new. That's new.
By the people who love you. Just gonna let him go by himself? Love you because you're you.
You gotta do something, you better do it now.
This is good.
Never forget that. No matter how powerful you become. I miss you, May.
Holy shit. Damn.
Huh. All right. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore. Oh. Did you stretch? You a big stretcher? It's so good for you. You ready?
That's cool. That's really cool. Man, okay. That is pretty fire, bro. So we'll go through the whole thing. We'll break it all down. It's a version of one of the ones that was leaked. Slightly different, but just a refined version of it. And obviously now we can see it all clearly and we know what's going on. But I got to say, final product, just the impact that it makes. Damn good trailer. I think the themes are cool. I love how they leaned a little bit more into like the other and him sort of transforming in this one. Definitely a lot less Sadie Sink. You only get sort of mystery shots of her, which is interesting. We'll break down what that could imply. But the action's incredible. It looks great. The finished VFX are sharp as hell. Dude, like even the fight with Scorpion at the very beginning, like, whoa, like really, really cool. Love the amount of Frank. Love the Zendaya's even like calling Frank out at that one. A lot to love in this trailer. My first reaction would be pretty freaking cool, dude. And I think this trailer is probably going to do even better than the first one, which is pretty crazy to consider. So that's sort of my first reaction. Now let's get in there and break the whole thing down. But chat, I'm wondering what you guys think, man. Are y'all in the same boat? That's pretty good, huh? That's pretty clean. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through it a little bit here. So again, there were two versions of this. Two versions of this that were leaked. One started with him fighting against the ninjas. The other one started with him fighting against Scorpion. It seems like they went with the Scorpion one, which is cool.
What is happening to me? Did you miss me, Spidey?
So it's sort of like Scorpion's getting the better of him. And, you know, we're going to get into leaks and spoilers here, guys. You know, just things that insiders and whatnot have been saying about it. Just kind of my thing, of course. But this whole thing where we go to his eyes and he's shifting into his other self. That's the way that Cryptic HD described it, his other self, which, you know, there's this whole thing that happens in comics with Peter Parker initially and this entity known as the Other. Eventually that entity shifts to Kane Parker, and then Kane actually uses it to kill some of the inheritors in the first Spider-Verse. But it's like in the same way that Madam Web is like an aspect of the web of life and destiny, and each spider's a spider totem, there's this being known as the Other, which kind of can inhabit different spider totems. In the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man comics, I think it was called like the Omen or the Other. And it's actually this thing where Peter dies and is resurrected by the power of the Other. Very, very interesting. But that's what appears to be happening when he has this shift, right? And you can kind of just follow the scene. It's like Scorpion's getting the better of him, and then he like sinks into this other self, which was exactly the way that Cryptic described how he's able to fight the ninjas. He shifts into this like other self. It's like Ultra Instinct for my Dragon Ball fans.
I'm losing my mind. I am totally out of control.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm totally out of control. And so he's not just like whooping up on Scorpion there, but like, I mean, he's carelessly. Peter is very strong. There's always been this thing where Peter has to sort of pull his punches, which is interesting. It's kind of reflected in something Andrew Garfield Spider-Man says in No Way Home, where he's like, I started to stop pulling my punches, implying that like he might have killed some people, because Peter's that strong. Like he's crazy strong. And if he were to not pull his punches, if he were to just let loose, like he could do some serious damage. And so you could tell he's really messing Scorpion up here.
I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
Yeah, and he's got to fix whatever it is right now. That, again, is that transformation. And for me, sort of thematically, you can see how this transformation will be reflected in Bruce Banner and Hulk, and possibly further reflected with Jean Grey and a Phoenix, right? But we'll get into that later.
MIT.
Dad, who do you think is actually watching these?
Maybe someone.
Okay, well, bye, someone.
And, you know, we talked about this, too, when the leak came out, but it is kind of cool. You know, I don't expect that Ned will have a big social media following. He probably can't get, like, a lot of people to watch his streams, but one of the people that are watching is Peter, his old best friend, who's, like, just wants to check in on his best buddy. I think there's something kind of sweet about that.
What the?
Dr.
Oh my God, a little pre-web coming out there. So look, this is something we saw in the leak trailer as well. You know, Peter has these massive freaking web shooters, and they're tech that he likely made and probably improved upon or whatever. And that scene was in the other trailers too. It's to show that the tech is like literally being rejected, like thrown off of him, and he has organic webbing, right? So he has like actual organic webbing, just like Toby. Kind of cool. Part of the other transformation.
Banner, you found a way to suppress mutating DNA, right?
If you see me with this stuff, run.
Okay, so this was in the other trailer too. It's pretty cool though. It's like Peter is going to get help from Banner because Banner has figured out a way to segment or control the mutation, the gamma mutation of whatever's happening with him and Hulk. So that's why Peter's going there, and Banner's like explaining, you know, we have this thing, and Peter is asking him if there's a way to strip away the bad parts of a mutation and keep the good parts of a mutation.
So could you get rid of the bad aspects but keep the good?
How would you decide?
And then this right here, according to a lot of the insiders and scoopers, is Peter with the organic webbing, like kind of learning how to web swing all over again. That's why he runs into the bird, he crashes into the wedding. He's not used to the strength of his organic webbing, you know what I mean?
What parts of nature are good or bad?
And again, like Hulk, Banner's saying, how would you discern between what are the good and bad aspects of nature, which is really cool, but also kind of ironic, right? Because Banner has done that to himself and Hulk, which I think he will reap the consequences of in this film as well.
Well, sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
Dude, that little needle drop thing there, that transition is great. The music, the score is really good.
It appears we're faced with a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
Okay, so that's Sadie Sink Jean Grey that Marvel's really mad we figured out about, so they're not even going to show you Sadie, and she like cannot speak in interviews. I'm pretty sure they like have rifles just off camera aimed at her at all times. So
we can't even see.
We can't even see. And then that's Sadie Sink Jean Grey doing some crazy either TK or telepathy powers there. This now this is really interesting because this is clearly some kind of psychic shockwave, and it seems to freeze everybody, right? And you know, I think it's obviously Jean Grey. It could be Jean Grey possessed by Dark Phoenix or something, or slipping a little bit into Dark Phoenix powers. But the thing that I think is really interesting about this is, number one, this is very different than the way they did Professor Xavier's powers in the old X-Men things, because they sort of used photography rather than special effects to show his powers, meaning they would just freeze everything, literally have the actors stand still, have like water fountains going, all these other things to show the sort of juxtaposition and the sort of eeriness of what it would be like that everybody freezes. They've obviously elected to go a different way here, where they're actually representing it in a visual way. And what's more, we've heard that there could be a color to the aura. You know, maybe it's blue, maybe it's pink, you know. I think it's pink. Apparently that one toy might have actually been fully fake that was leaked out that showed the pink powers. Maybe, maybe not. But either way, there might be some powers. I also heard, and you can kind of see it. If you notice in this shot, can you see the sort of fractals and how there's like a rainbow quality, you know, coming off of parts of this? We did hear it was somewhat similar to how how they did Sue Storm's powers. So they sort of took Sue Storm's powers, maybe added a little pink coloration or something, and that's kind of how they're going to do it. So I wonder if this, which looks really cool, just even right here, I wonder if this will look even crazier in the final version. And one of the benefits of tying the TK powers to a color of aura is that the people around could tie or connect the event to a specific person or mutant if they used the power, right?
You're the only one.
Yeah, you can actually see the fractals. You can actually see it really well here. It's very much like Sue Storm. Again, I think it might be even a little bit different with some more coloration in the final version, but I think it looks really cool. What do you guys think?
Who's immune to it?
That's interesting because that sort of shows that she can control who it goes after because she has Frank not enveloped in it, but Peter is apparently the one that is immune to it. Now, we got this really hammered home for us because there was a recent description that came out, I think in the UK, which said that Peter's going through this transformation, which is the total focus of the trailer, right? That's the marketing. He's going through this transformation. And as a part of that transformation, it has led to him being immune to the big mystery villain. That's what was in the description. That's sort of what's echoed here in the comments by Tremel Tillman. So what I'm telling you is that suggests that Peter might be immune to that shockwave, but it also suggests that Jean has the ability to have the shockwave go over people and sort of skip over Frank, which is interesting. That means she's in control, so to speak.
You're the only one who can sense it.
And what do you think they're looking for?
This is like the slice of life stuff, but again, it's cool because obviously those are his friends. We know them. They were helping him out a lot as Spider-Man in the last movie. And so it is an interesting story device to have Ned have sort of like an echo of that or whatever, and he's obsessed with Spider-Man. And that's got to be weird for Peter, like watching that happen. And then I'm sure there'll be some chemistry between MJ and Peter, which is, again, a sort of echo or a remnant of the real history that they had before the spell. It's pretty cool.
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
And then, yeah, the Ezra Bridger Jedi is banging his girl, you know? Tough.
Yo, Spider-Man.
Oh my God, his web explode. His web explode. And then this appears to be people, again, all possessed, just talking mad shit to Spider-Man.
You okay? You get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
Now, they're using performance from the actors, right? Because they're literally jolting, but they're also using really interesting cinematography. The sort of like quick spin jolting of the camera. It's very effective. Very cool.
You're not gonna get away with this.
Now, this is interesting because that's the device. He says, if you ever see me without this thing on, run, right? And then we see him pick it up and it's all smashed. So, not good.
But he might.
Again, yeah, no, where they're implying that this mystery villain thing is going to take over Hulk's mind, which is actually not too far off probably what actually happens.
I didn't know you could get that big.
And dude, our big, beautiful, veiny, girthy boy is back. And he also looks a little gray, but maybe that's to come later in the movie. But damn, he looks good. Man, we have waited so long. I was so sick of this cardigan wearing bitch boy. Like, oh my God. It was like probably one of the most frustrating parts of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it just feels like we've been waiting so long. But we finally got Savage Hulk back, and he looks meaner than ever, dude.
Big.
Oh, dude, he's hitting him with the smash. He's hitting him with the clap smash, literally clapping his cheeks.
Hey.
But you're in danger. You just have to trust me.
Fine.
This whole thing
And he's web slinging with MJ. That's crazy, dude.
can get really scary.
Who the hell is that?
What the hell are you?
Now, I like this. They don't know where to go, so they go to Frank. I like this. But also, is Jean with Frank? Because that's probably that's not good. That could be bad. But it's interesting.
You, Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
By the people who love you. Just gonna let him go on.
Dude, visually, this shit looks crazy. Like, it's just flying through the air like that. And I love that, too. I love her, like, dogging on Frank, dude. I don't know what it is about Frank Castle getting lectured to by women that are, like, fucking right. But something about it just works. Because he always comes around.
Love you because you're you.
If you're gonna do something,
And that maybe is him, again, tapping into that other shit.
you better do it now.
Yeah, the other self. That's scary, dude. That's cool. He's gonna fucks with some ninjas. He's gonna take out hand ninjas. But apparently he like has to tap into the other self to be able to do this. That's like kind of the way it was described by some of the insiders is he would stand no chance. So he has to tap into the other self. And it's also interesting, like, why is he unmasked in that position? Does the mask get injured, or, you know, did he already try to fight them without it and he got fucking whooped on?
Never forget that no matter how powerful you become.
Looks cool. Bro, this shot is epic, man. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the theatrical experience, and seeing this in the theater is what it's all about. I'll see you at the movies.
Huh. All right, just give me a sec.
And we got some Peter Parker humor here at the end. Super cool.
Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore. Oh, did you stretch? You a big stretcher?
No.
It's so good for you. You ready?
Now, again, that's, you know, maybe a little bit too much, maybe a little bit cheeky, but the action right after he does it is so fire, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, dude, that's crazy. And then what? Man, I just think, I think they got it with this movie, dude. This is freaking cool, chat. So there you have it. The breakdowns, the reaction and the breakdowns of the trailer. Oh man, they cooked with this one. This is going to be a good one, guys. This is going to be a very good one. Chat, what do you think? Any questions? Did I miss anything? I guess when you got a trailer this good, you can wait till 3 in the afternoon when everyone's, again, you know, giving up on their day here in the States, and I guess you can release it whenever the fuck you want if you got gas like that. Holy! That Savage Hulk, I needs it. I needs it. I needs that Savage Hulk. And then are you telling me it's going to get, like, crazier? Like, is Grey Hulk even crazier? What? What's the deal, Janelle? Very excited about that. Okay, sorry. Let me go through some of these soupies, and then I'll see what chat's saying here. Andrew Miller, welcome to the Nerdvengers. Welcome back. Matthew says, not gonna lie, I was hating on Spider-Man, but this trailer is fire. Unite, yeah, dude, this trailer is fire, and I appreciate you. Andrew Miller says, Hulk was being pulled down by Spidey's organic webs at the end. I almost shot my organic webbing. Oh my God, I can relate, but also this is a family show. Holy cow, I can't wait for this freaking movie, says Josh Campbell Bluegrass 83A. Appreciate you, bro. VTJ Production with the 5 stars says, I believe that Toby's suit is a legal piece of art. That's the peak of live television. Spidey suit. That being said, Tom's new suit might be my favorite. It's really good. It's really good, and you can tell they spent a lot of time thinking about the suit as well. Scorpion suit looked amazing. Savage Hulk looks glorious. And we get fucking Jean Grey. Whoa. Nobody's fucking Jean Grey in this movie, dude. Holy shit. In a Spider-Man movie, we're eating good, Nerdvengers. Indeed. Josh McCumble Bluegrass says, Marvel is so back. I think so, but they got to earn it. It looks to be the case, but let's see how they close it out. Uno Dub Nintendo says with a 5 spot, one of my best friends is a huge X-Men fan, has been pushing against the Jean Grey introduction as a villain. How do I help him see the light? You know, I think honestly, he's just got to go see it. And to be honest with you, just because I can see a way that it's really cool doesn't mean it will be. It could suck, and it could be like, wow, that feels like a mischaracterization of Jean. I don't know. So he's not necessarily wrong, but I think look, Marvel wants to challenge the audience. Of course, you don't want to necessarily subvert expectations just to subvert them. But I think if you have an idea, if you have a way to put a new twist on an old lemon, let's say, be bold. Go for it. Nick P says, Peter dies and the other Spider takes over for Secret Wars. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Maybe. We'll see. Brutal the Bear says, Josh, do you think they could be putting in place things in this movie to set up something like Man Loves, God Kills or Purifier stuff? Maybe. I think it's more likely that you get a 1-2 punch of that with this movie and Doomsday because, yeah, obviously the fear of the mutants or whatever, and Jean, like, you know, if this really is Jean and she's like acting a fool here, then yeah, that's definitely going to give ammunition to the anti-mutant folks, right? It's going to be weaponized by them, etc. But then if you have another universe of X-Men attacking as well, like, bro, like, yeah, it's just going to get, we'll see. But yeah, I definitely think there could be something there. The swinging looks so good. The swinging looks incredible. Carlos Rodriguez, why man, Easter egg on Ned's wall? No way, really? That's cool. No way, really? Ain't no way, really? Dude, this is cool. That Hulk looks so good. Peter and MJ might get back together pretty quickly. Peter dies to set up the next storyline. Yeah, maybe. We really don't know, man. There's a lot of rumors about how it's going to go. Josh, could Jean Grey trick Spider-Man into thinking Hulk is a threat? And so when he hulks out in the movie, he gets angry and Professor Hulk disappears and becomes Savage Hulk again? Wait, I have to read that again. Hang on. Trick Spider-Man, Hulk's a threat. So when he hulks out, angry Professor Hulk disappears. I don't think I'm not really following what you're saying there, bro. Sorry. The Spanish guy says, do you think that he's already in the symbiote suit for the fight with the hand, and that's when he pops up on Battleworld? No. The way I understand it is if there is a symbiote thing, it would be either a post-credit scene or something way later in the movie. If they actually have the symbiote also in this movie, like, holy shit, that would be crazy. I really don't think so. The impression I got was that if there is any symbiote stuff, any Venom stuff, it is minimal. Some of the CGI looked unfinished. Where? It all looked crazy good to me. Let's go. I just woke up. Hell yeah, bro. It looks like Punisher is also unaffected by Jean's powers. I think what that would indicate is that Jean is able to control maybe some people being immune to the powers. Yeah. No, because like you're absolutely right. In that scene, it appears that Frank and Peter are unaffected by the shockwave. But I feel like that means that Peter is immune and Frank was purposely picked to not be affected by Jean. Any chance Sadie's powers will be pink and not Sue Storm-like? Yeah, but they could be both. What I'm saying is, like, imagine the Sue Storm stuff with a slight pink hue. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be pretty cool. Bro, it looks so good. I think it looks incredible. I think it looks incredible. You guys think it'll break the record from the last one? Because, like, dude, like this fight here, like that looks incredible, dude. He's literally like, "Fuck you, Scorpion!" Bam, into a cop car. I mean, the cops are in danger. Scorpion might have got busted up.
I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
Man, these shots are incredible. Like the depth of field here, the light choice and like, bro, like they just cooked. Who's the cinematographer on this thing? All of these shots look way better than anything in the DCU. I wonder if that's done on purpose or if you guys just won't stop bringing that up. Man, like, who's the cinematographer? Jean Grey or Jackal, who sounds like the most likely villain? I think it's Jean, but maybe there's something about it that we don't fully understand. Do you think he will die and be revived by Venom? I think there's a good chance. Here's what I'll tell you. I'll tell you this. I'll admit that I was told a long time ago that they were going to kill him. The symbiote would sink into the grave. It would wrap itself around him, and he would break out of the grave, just like in that. I don't know if it's Kraven's Last Hunt or one of the stories. And Peter emerges after dying, and the symbiote brings him back to life. But here's the thing. I was told that years ago. Now, I will further admit that it is a very MCU thing to have things like that on a whiteboard for years. And even if a lot of a movie changes, maybe that's something that would remain. But what I am not telling you is that I know for sure that that's in there. Okay. Maddie says, interesting tactic of understanding the timing of scenes. Rewatch the trailer and see when Peter has his shooters and no longer does. You can connect the dots. Yes, and that's something that you can actually notice in the first trailer as well. You can, because, like, for instance, all the shots of him fighting, like, Boomerang, and some of the other villains, he has the shooters. And a lot of the other shots later on, you know, via with the ninjas and things of that nature, he did not have the shooters. So, yeah. Totally. The colors and contrast look so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. I want to be weeping by the end of this movie. Well, then you better bring in some onions. Cut them up. Oh, that's awesome. The Spanish guy. I hope you have a great time, brother. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. What's in it for Marvel to keep Sadie Sink under wraps for so long and no reveal it? That's poor marketing, in my opinion. Dude, I've answered this. Okay. I've answered this question before, but I'll answer it again. If you think back to Spider-Man No Way Home, they never marketed Toby and Andrew leading up to the movie. Zero confirmation, zero use of them as marketing, zero. Instead, they leaned on the villains. They had the villains from the other universes, and those were in the trailers. A little bit after the movie came out, probably a week, maybe 2 weeks, they then said, yeah, Toby and Andrew are in this movie, and they used the marketing. They had a bunch of marketing with the Spider Boys. The idea is, and by the way, they're very good at making money. They almost made $2 billion without China. It was a very successful strategy. So what happens is you then release it, and then a couple of weeks later, you promote that crazy draw to get like the very distant groups of folks that aren't really checked in like that to know that that's what it is, and then to be excited to go check it out. So that's what they did before. That's what they're going to do again. What if it's Jean possessed by Jackal? Yeah, maybe. You know, there could be somebody that's trying to use Jean, maybe, right? I don't think it would be the Jackal, but maybe. Johnny says, do you think Elektra might be back? Which Elektra? You mean the one from Daredevil? Yeah, I think so. Didn't she confirm she's back, the actress? Who was in the helicopter? Oh, it's just it's a total rando. She's just jumping from body to body. How many characters do you think are not revealed from the 2 trailers? More than 3? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you talking about Florence Pugh? What do you mean? Are you talking about Anthony Mackie? Who are you talking about? Josh, I think we saw a set picture of Sadie Sink in Punisher Kit. Do you think she's manipulating Frank's mind into thinking that she's an ally or a sidekick for his protection? Maybe, but it's also just the case that Frank Castle has a soft spot for wayward women, young women. And I think it has to do with losing his daughter. So you'll notice it, you know, whether it's Karen Page or others, he has a fatherly thing, and I think he's just living out the sort of trauma of his losing his daughter. So I actually think it's going to be more of a paternal thing. I think he will notice that she's on the run from damage control, and he will want to help. And I think also she will maybe be able to read his mind and be like, wow, this dude's a psycho, but also I understand him and I can trust him. But we'll see. Is there any part of you that worries they showed all the good stuff? No, no, I'm not worried about that. Why is Jean acting like this? Does she have a kid already? No, I don't think she has a kid like this or already. I think she's just acting. I mean, who knows for sure, right? I'd have to speculate, but what my theory is that she's essentially just a version of Jean that got her powers way later in life because He Who Remains was preventing the X gene from happening. And so she gets her powers later in life. Therefore, she has no guidance from Charles Xavier. Therefore, she has none of the mental blocks that Xavier put into her. And potentially she is susceptible to things that are going on in the multiverse. It's possible the multiverse itself is, you know, think about it like this. And I don't know that they're going to do this, but this is just as one hypothetical. if a lot of Jean Greys in the multiverse are dying, wouldn't she be having nightmares of that? And if she's psychic and telepathic and maybe the Phoenix is involved too, like maybe those are really ramped up. So I don't know. I can just think of all sorts of ways as to why she's acting like she's acting, but I'll break it down to a very simplistic perspective. The theme of the movie is like puberty. Holland himself has actually talked about this, where it's like super puberty or spider puberty or something like that. And so what is that really? It's just transition, it's change, and puberty is like the most crazy change that like a lot of us actually go through. What's interesting about it is before civil rights, the mutants were actually more thought of as an allegory for puberty. That's kind of what the writers were initially playing with. Of course, they quickly realized that it's a great allegory for civil rights, and they leaned into it. That's 100% true. But it was not intended to be a civil rights allegory. It was actually more intended to be an allegory for puberty and other rising and what happens to you when you go through puberty. Usually you're ostracized and people make fun of you. You feel really weird. There's a lot of changes going on. So if anything, what we're watching is puberty. We're watching Jean Grey puberty. The birth of her powers, the transformation into a fully fledged, powerful Omega level mutant without guidance. So we'll see. I mean, there's all sorts of explanations. She could be from another dimension, and she could have the memories of all other versions of herself and know what's really going on. And she's trying to do something that nobody else understands. There's so many ways that it could go. I don't know. Is Peter working for the Department of Damage Control? Highly doubt it, but it seems as though maybe he cooperates with them a little bit, or he's at least approached to. What explains Sadie not being in Doomsday? Well, I mean, there's a couple of different ways that it could be explained. Number one, she could be in Doomsday. As we've discussed many times, there's a lot of things that are potentially hiding in Doomsday, but Tom Holland seems to not be in Doomsday either. And from what the trade said, they go from Spider-Man, that would be Spider-Man and Jean Grey go from Spider-Man No Way Home, or Brand New Day, to Secret Wars. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey is a big part of Secret Wars. Reshoots. If symbiote appears, most definitely symbiote brings Peter back from the dead. It could be that. Again, I don't know that it's that. I heard that a long time ago. I'm almost more inclined to believe the other will just bring him back to life, but we'll see. Do you think Doom makes an appearance in the Spider-Man movie? So here's what's cool about that. Zero evidence for this, but I just kind of have a feeling that he will, yeah. Yeah. Sadie Sink is Betsy Braddock in future movies? What? That would be way too weird. That would be weird. All right, guys. Well, is there anything else you want to get into in this? This is like the second stream for the day. It's going to be a short one. We waited all freaking morning for this trailer. It's really cool. I'm not going to lie. Super cool. It's a super cool trailer. I like the trailer. I got my tickets. I'm excited for the movie. But I don't know that I have much more else to say about this. As a reminder, of course, at 7:30 tonight, we're going to be doing a third stream for the day, the Warhammer Wednesday stream, where we will be discussing the new Warhammer rules. That's right, we're still doing it. Read your super chat? Okay. Gene be like, I can fix him. Yeah, except that it's more like, I can break him. I can break him. July need to come early. I'm excited, dude. It's going to be a good one. At the end of Loki Season 2, they sent up Ravonna and Alioth into the Void. Does that mean they're going to show up in Doomsday with the Void? Maybe, yeah. I think Ravonna could replace Kang, even just if it's to just, like, explain some things. Could be that. Why is nobody else talking about the CGI? What parts of the CGI did you think were bad? I actually thought it all looked pretty sharp, but if you bring a part up, I'll look at it. I thought the CGI looked pretty sharp, man. The swinging in the city looks bad? Oh, really? I thought it looked good. I thought it looked good. Go back and watch the first trailer? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Is that Stan Lee? No. Maybe. Maybe. I want to see this Hulk again, bruh. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. It's triple stream. Yeah, we got a triple stream. Oh, shit. Triple threat. It's a triple threat stream. I'm excited. I really want to get the hot toy of this. Didn't they just do a Hulk hot toy, though, that's, like, not technically related to the movie, but it's really good? Huh. But yeah, this looks awesome. And then he's literally clapping his cheeks in the next scene. That's crazy. Whoa. That looks cool, dude.
Big.
Boom! Ah! I think the web swinging looks good, too. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy, man. He looks big, but is he really bigger than he was in Ragnarok? I think he is, yeah. I think he is. He only a couple of feet taller than Spidey. Yeah, right. He was still leaning. It was the angle. Hayden Christensen as Professor X post-credit scene. Yeah, you fucking wish, dude. You fucking wish. He probably calling him Big AF from another scene. Maybe, yeah, maybe he gets even bigger. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Post-credit scene by the Russos? It's very possible. It's very possible, yeah. Watch the Screen X version of the trailer? No, I'm good, brother. I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you so much. But I'm good on that. How many minutes do you think we get of Hulk? That's a good question. I don't know. I hope we get ample Hulk. How much Hulk is enough Hulk? I think 20 minutes of Hulk would be crazy. If we get 20 minutes of Hulk, I'd be excited. You know, 10 minutes or less is like a little tough for me, but if we were close to 20 minutes, and I'm not talking about Banner or Professor Hulk, I'm talking real Hulk. 20 minutes? Too much MJ? Do you feel like it'll be too bloated character-wise? No. No. Yeah, true. Yeah, they've got to do better than Brave New World, because that was such a disappointment. It's like 5 minutes, dude. Holy shit. Hulk never forgot Peter. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I've heard that theory. I kind of like that theory. I'm down. I'm down with that theory. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you guys for being here. If you're watching this on the replay, appreciate you. I will do, I'm going to edit up a version of this and put it out on the main channel later. Or put it up tomorrow. If I find anything extra, I'll add that to that video. Otherwise, I'm going to upload clips here in a little bit. And I will see you guys tonight for a Warhammer Wednesday stream. And oh man, it's going to be a good one. As I always say, I hope you, that's right, you, are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. what's this? $10 super chat from CO? I'm excited, but I worry the trailer gave away too much. Everything reported except Jean Grey is in there. Can you reassure me that there's still fresh stuff left for us in the movie? No, I can't. It's probably all out there. It's ruined. We ruined it again. Sorry. Thank you for the 10 spot, though. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate you. Come on by for Warhammer. There's no spoilers for Warhammer. You can't... spoilers. It's going to be a good time. I guess that's a spoiler. All right, open up your third eye and watch out your stinky butthole. I'll see you later.